Somewhere beyond the crowded world, there is a place designed to be almost impossible to reach.
Not a resort, not a hotel, an entire private world built around one extraordinary residence. And tonight, we're going behind the gates of a private island estate where almost every luxury has been designed around one idea: absolute freedom. This is something else. Here, the beach doesn't close at sunset. There is no crowd to escape, because there was never one to begin with. At the center of the island sits the main residence, less like a mansion and more like a private headquarters for an entirely different lifestyle. Let's see what's inside.
Inside, the design follows a simple rule. When the ocean looks like this, nothing should compete with it.
Then comes the room where the day begins, and the horizon becomes your alarm clock. And then you realize the estate wasn't built to separate you from nature. It was built to make nature part of the luxury. I could get used to this. Wellness here isn't an appointment. It's built into the architecture.
Because sometimes the greatest luxury isn't more, it's less.
Even the gardens are designed to feel untouched, carefully shaped, but never forced. And when the sun goes down, the island doesn't become quieter. It becomes your own private entertainment world. Imagine having a theater where the only audience you need is yourself. Perfect. Every extraordinary estate needs a room where the outside world finally disappears. But the most interesting details aren't always the ones guests notice. And we haven't even seen everything yet. No meetings today. One entire shoreline. No reservations. No crowds. No one asking when you're leaving.
Even dinner becomes different when the horizon is part of the room.
At this point, luxury stops being about what you own and starts becoming about what you don't have to deal with. But every private world has one moment when it becomes something else entirely. At sunset, every line of the estate seems designed to capture the last light of the day.
And then darkness arrives, and the island reveals another personality. From above, you finally understand what this place really is. Not just a house, but an entire private ecosystem.
By midnight, the island becomes almost completely silent. You could forget the rest of the world exists. Temperature, lighting, water, and energy, all quietly managed before you ever think about them. Temperature, lighting, water, and energy, all quietly managed before you ever think about them. For an island this private, the Marina becomes more than a dock. It's another gateway to the outside world.
Even transportation becomes different when the road belongs to you.
On a private island, even the smallest details are designed around convenience. Everything is exactly where it should be.
And just like that, another day begins.
After a while, you might expect a view like this to become ordinary.
By now, the difference becomes clear. This isn't simply a mansion on an island.
It's an entire world, built so one person can decide exactly how that world feels. Of course, even the most private island can't keep you forever. But leaving a place like this makes you realize what the real luxury was. It's the freedom. From the ocean to the air, every part of the journey is designed around one thing: choice.
From the air, the estate suddenly looks almost impossibly small.
One island, one residence, one world, separated from everything else by miles of ocean.
And perhaps that's the strangest part.
Because the greatest luxury isn't simply owning a beautiful place.
It's about creating a life where the future isn't something you wait for.
Because the future doesn't simply arrive. Someone has to build it. The future doesn't belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who build.